Hey everyone, it's Gone Turbo here, and in today's video, we're going to look at two mods that have been out for a little bit of time, but now are compatible with each other. This is Skyrim Special Edition Xbox One. The mods we're going to look at today are Divine Cities, and also Gardens of Whiterun, which is now Divine Cities compatible. So some of you are pretty upset that Project Hippie has been not on the mod list for Xbox One, and I would agree. I still had it in my load order when it was taken down, so right now I still have it in my load order, but for this video I have deactivated it so we can take a good look at Gardens of Whiterun. Now this is not going to by any means replace any significant amount of trees in Whiterun like Project Hippie did, but I thought it might kind of be neat to show these two off now that we have the Divine Cities compatible the Gardens of Whiterun mod. You'll also notice that I have ELFX mods here in the load order. Now the top one is the interior regular enhanced lights and effects. I have, as you can see, Enhancer and the exterior mod in my load order, but they're not active right now, only because Divine Cities and ELFX exteriors are not compatible with each other. So you'll get things like the exterior torch bins, for lack of a better word, that are in funky spots and overlapping each other in trees and just clipping and things like that. And I just have Enhancer deactivated because I've just been seeing how I like the game without the darker ELFX interiors. So anyway, this is pretty far down in my load order. I'll just go back up so you can see, going back up through my categories here. And again, I have Project Hippie taken down, but still in my load order, so it will still activate. So whenever you get one of these gray boxes, it typically means that the mod is not doesn't exist anymore through Xbox One, but if it's in your load order, it's still going to work. So if I were to delete this right now, it ain't coming back unless they put it back up on the Bethesda there. So anyway, let's have a peek at this. I'm gonna hop on here. Let's head on in there. So there are some pines around the city of Whiterun. Now what you're going to see with the Gardens of Whiterun is a lot more flowers and vegetation, kind of that ground cover within the walls of the city. I also have the graphics pack happening, which is changes a lot to the city in terms of the stone. The textures of the buildings are improved, which is really nice. So Divine Cities will add a lot of new little features to the cities around and the towns around Skyrim. It might be some clutter here and there. It might be some lighting effects. It also means that you're going to get some new variations in NPCs. So some NPCs are added to cities and towns as well. We'll check that out as we go. So this is what it looks like with Divine Cities and the Gardens of Whiterun. Lots of nice vegetation happening throughout. So like that structure over the smelter is an example of Divine Cities. That tower up there is also another feature. But you'll see things like vegetation of increased. You'll see insects on the increase, and that is a more Divine Cities feature. You see some butterflies fluttering around here. More insects. Definitely more of a garden. Like somebody put some time into doing all this. Like there's actually a Whiterun gardener on hand that tends to all this stuff. I mean, you'd have to. This is like, something out of a magazine. But it looks beautiful. I mean, it really looks great. If you're wanting a more... These kids are always running. I've tried to make them stop, but they don't listen. If you like more of a garden look, if you're into that kind of thing, we have some bees. Doing a little pollinating. Alright. Looks pretty nice. I mean, it really does. Without Project Hippie, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of a frame rate hit for sure. I got the graphics pack happening. That adds a lot to the changes of textures. All right. So you'll see just through here some new NPCs like this guy. I don't have my heads-up display on, so usually it'll say like Traveler or I don't know, Visitor, I think. Pretty nice. A lot of nice screenshot-worthy moments now if you're using this Gardens of Whiterun mod. Gonna head over here. I like this feature here with the stairs and the mountain flowers. The cotton, I think that's the tundra cotton, and lavender on the sides. Other mods it's more of that red bush like you see back there that on the sides. I don't know, it's a little bit of a colorful variety. Am I crouching? Nope. So here we are in here. This tree is going to bloom if you do the quest that requires, I can't remember the name of the quest, but requires you to use a knife to get a tree sap or something, I don't remember. Nettlebane. So this is pretty nice here, very gardeny. Very gardeny, very flowery, very fantasy-esque. Very gardeny. It's kind of cool. Kind of like they let this area go just a little bit. A little bit much. They kind of let it go just a little bit. Needs a little bit of maintenance there.
The very idea is inconceivable. Overlords sharing it with man. They can barely tolerate.
A couple other effects here. That's a new tower, I think, with Divine Cities. And more flowers. But overall, very nice compatibility happening here with each. Now another feature over here is a button. And that button, that's a Divine Cities feature. You can toggle this well. So if you press that button, let's get up there. It should work. Let's see. I just picked the network. No, it's still there. Come on. That work? Oh. Oh, come on now. I don't have my cursor. There it goes. Called a shot in the dark. So now Noel. Noel. So your choice. That's kind of a neat little nice variety there. Color. Noel. Jeez. So anyway, Gardens of Whiterun. Very Better Homes and Garden like. Maybe. A little Martha Stewart like. So anyway, if you are looking for some mods that increase the stuff in cities and even vegetation, obviously in Whiterun, this is what you're going to get. So check out Divine Cities, check out the Gardens of Whiterun, and maybe sometime they'll pop Project Hippie back up. If they do, and you're using these mods, you're going to get some trees that overlap each other, and it gets a little bit too busy in here. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and I'll talk to you again soon.